And we're live. Hello. This time from a sunny Wales, I'm pleased to say. Welcome from wherever you're joining me today or later on. Today's session is called the Yin within the Yang, and as always it is a combination of Yin and Yang type moves, but this time the Yang will be Qi Gong inspired. Please bear in mind I am very, very far from having much of a in-depth knowledge of Qi Gong, so these flows are certainly inspired rather than to the T. That's the right expression. But the idea is to get the Qi, or to get the energy flowing through both Yin poses. So slower, passive, slower and passive. So yeah, slower, passive, long-held poses, and the more active, flowing Yang element. Hi, Helen. Yeah, so that's the idea today. So just quickly, I know Helen knows, but anyone else who's there, yeah, I can see Linda and at least one other person, I don't know who you are, but hello. So for anybody who's not really sure what I'm talking about when I refer to Yin and Yang, in a very, very general, quick sense, Yin and Yang are, the idea comes from ancient China, from Taoism. And it is the basis or key in traditional Chinese medicine, so acupuncture, acupressure, and the medicine itself from traditional Chinese medicine. And the main idea is that us, everything around us, the universe and everything is made up of opposing forces, so day and night, black and white, moving and still, hard and soft, anger and happiness, etc., 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 and that these opposing forces are necessary for everything. You don't understand what hard is, for example, if you don't know what soft is. You wouldn't understand love if you didn't know hate. And that these opposing forces are constantly switching, interplaying, changing from yin to yang to yin, and everything has these two opposing forces within them, and yes, and in order to have balance in everything. So that's the idea of all of these sessions. But yes, today in particular we will be working on the movement of the energy, the movement of the Qi. Right, so let's get going. So we'll start with our Yin style. Hello, hello. And what I'd like you to do is just come down onto your knees, if that works for you. We're going to start with a short frog pose. So just separate the knees. Something like child's pose, but with separate knees. And then I'd like you just to go down onto your elbows, if you can see that. Okay, so we're looking for a bit of a stretch on the inside thighs, but in particular, because we are going to be working the back a bit today, as always, then we're looking for a bit of a curve in the spine, but particularly in the upper spine. So if you want a bit more of a curve here, you can move the elbows forward and adjust the legs depending on if you want a bit more stretch. Remember, it's a passive stretch. Or if you want less, if you want a bit more, you can try opening the legs. If you want a bit less, then try closing. And then just close your eyes. We're just going to stay here for around 30 seconds or so. Nowhere near as long as we would in a pure Yin class, but just to allow the muscles to relax. Passivity being the Yin quality, stillness being the Yin quality. Quiet, Yin. Okay. And then just slowly come forward so you're lying face down on the mat. Continuing with the back, but more the lower back. I want you to go up onto your elbows. So now this compression, this curve in the spine is moved into the lower part of the back. So you can have the hands on the floor like this, or you could have the palms together. And if you wanted to go a little bit higher, we're not in for a great amount of time, but if you wanted to go in a little bit higher, you could put something underneath the elbows, or even go up onto the hands if you wanted more. Making sure that you're passive, making sure that you're yin, making sure that that lower back isn't hurting, but you have a compression there. Keeping the muscles relaxed, close the eyes again, another 30 seconds. Don't go up on the hands if that's too much for you, especially if you're feeling a pinching in the lower back. If that's the case, just go down on the elbows. It does not mean that you have failed because you're not up on the hands. It's different for different bodies. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, and then we're going to come down. So slowly come down onto the floor. Just lie for a moment. Arms down by the sides. You can put the head to one side if you like. So in those poses, we were opening up the front of the body. So now what we're going to do is we're going to close the front of the body so that we can stretch the upper back and the back of the shoulder. So what I'd like you to do is thread the left arm underneath. So we're looking for a stretch on the outside of that arm, and hopefully that will also go to a stretch to the back of the shoulder. With this top arm, you can have it straight. You can have it on the floor. It doesn't really matter as long as you're feeling a stretch in the outer part of the top of the arm and going into the shoulder. If you're not feeling much, then you can push it out a bit further. If it's too much, you can bring that knee on the same side up to whatever point lessens the stretch, because we're changing the position of the spine here. If you want more, we'll be doing this a bit more in the Yin class on Friday, then you can raise the knee on the opposite side. For me, I'm fine with my legs straight, so I'm just going to stay here. For anybody, hopefully most of you are okay here, but for anybody who might have a larger chest than me, if you just want to sit up, or if you're pregnant as well, actually, then your other option is to sit up and bring the arm across. Perhaps you might prefer this anyway, regardless of whether you have large breasts or not. Yeah, so you can just bring the arm across. Remember, this is yin, keep relaxed. Using the hand or maybe the elbow of the other arm to stretch that part there. If you've just got into the sitting version, just stay there for a little bit longer. If you're in the lying version, then bring that arm down and just put the arms down by the sides. Just to notice the difference between left and right. And then for everybody, let's go to the other side. So for the people on the floor, obviously thread the right arm through. You want to have the palm facing up, by the way. That's important, otherwise you'd be stretching the other side of the arm. For more stretch, push it out a bit more, top hand, do whatever you want. And if you feel you want more or less and you can't really get the amount of stretch that you want by moving the arms around, remember you can bring those knees up. The knee on the same side as where the arm is can have less stretch. The knee on the opposite side gives you more. Obviously, if you're sitting, make sure that you change to the opposite arm as well. Everybody just close your eyes. We'll have another 30 seconds or so on this side as well. Relax the muscles when it's yin, so that we can get into the yin tissue, the deep connective tissue. Okay. So then just bring that arm out, and again, arms down by the sides. You can put the head to the other side if you want, or in the center. Just notice how the arms and the shoulders feel after that brief yin stretch, as we're going to be working, as I said, the back in a bit more of a yang way. And then let's just push up onto hands and knees and go back into child's pose. Stretch the arms out just to give them a bit of a stretch. Make it yang, so using the muscles, pushing the arms out so you can feel the stretch in the arms, maybe the shoulders, perhaps bouncing a little bit. And then you can come up to a kneeling position. We're going to start with the first Qi Gong inspired flow. So you can sit in whatever way you like. Yeah, if you can sit in your, I think kneeling. Yeah, you could do it actually sitting anywhere you like, kneeling, cross-legged, as long as you're upright. That's important. If kneeling isn't great on your knees, then an option is to sit up on something, to sit up on a couple of cushions or a pillow or whatever. Okay, so let's move into the first one, which is a Qi flow for the arms, upper back, shoulders, chest. So, arms out to the front. And I'll just show you the movement first. So first, finger by finger, making small fists, bringing the arms in. Shoulders, elbows go back, and then you're pushing out to the sides. And then again, bringing the fingers in one by one to make fists. Elbows up, pushing out to the front, okay? And then again, making these finger fans coming in. Shoulders go up, arching the spine a bit, and then pushing out to the sides. And then again, bringing the fingers in, making those fists. Elbows going up, and then pushing out to the front, curving the spine. Okay, start to make it a bit stronger. So finger fans coming up, elbows going up, pushing out to the sides, like you're trying to push your way out of something. Finger fans, then coming up, and then pushing out, curving the spine. Okay, getting more and more energetic here. So using your muscles, and then do it in time with your breath. Remember, although this is Qi Gong type of move, it's also yoga, and with yoga it is important. One of the things that does differentiate yoga from gymnastics, for example, is that we do the moves with the breath. So breathing in as you're pulling the energy in, breathing out through the nose as you're pushing out. Yeah, so really activate the muscles, make this strong, doing it with the breath. Don't worry if you're doing it slightly, if you're not doing it exactly the same time as me, that's fine. Do it with your breath. Close the eyes. Feel it. It does not have to be exact. It does not have to be precise. As long as you've got these general moves and we're moving the energy in the shoulders, the neck, the chest, the upper body. Really, really use those muscles. Really push out like you're trying to push out of something, and then really pull the energy in, pulling it up and back, and then pushing it out again. Keeping it strong. And on the last one, after you've got pushed out at the front, I want you to just close your eyes and do it really, really gently. Not big movements, not using muscles. Notice how that feels. So this is, although this is yang in that it is moving and flowing, It's yin in comparison to what we were doing before. Everything is relative with yin and yang. So it's yang compared to those moves that we were doing, those poses that we were doing, those yin poses we were doing at the start. But it's yin compared to the muscular effort that we were using just a few moments ago. See if you can notice how does the air feel? How does this feel compared to before? Perhaps you can notice, perhaps you can feel the qi within you, within your body, within these areas and around you. Perhaps not. Perhaps you're not particularly wanting to do that. Maybe it's just the physical. Fine. One more. Gentle, gentle. More yin. Noticing, feeling in and around the body. And then on the last one, when you're going to the front, let the arms drop. If your eyes aren't already closed, see how that feels. Noticing how that feels. And then we're going to move to standing. So just slowly make your way to standing. Rolling up. Oh, my legs have got an imprint from my mat. And then rolling the shoulders as you come to the top. Shake the legs if you want, just to shake that out a bit. And then we're going to move on to the next flow. Now, if you've got a mat, if it's a sticky mat, I would suggest moving it away for this, because actually we want to kind of slide a little bit more. So it's better, whatever's more slidey for you, be that the carpet or your mat or the floor, whatever's a bit more slippy. All right, so let's just to start with, then just close your eyes. Plant your feet, whatever is comfortable and whatever gives you steadiness. And then I want you just to rock back and forth on the feet. So again, if we look at this in an energetic sense, what we're trying to do here is bring up the energy from the earth. And one way we do that is actually there is an acupuncture point in the sole of the foot called the kidney 1 point. And this is the only point that's on the sole of the foot. And it's said that we can draw in the energy from the earth through this point. So the way that that works is it comes through in that point, and then just see if you can notice or imagine or feel whatever coming through the sole of the foot and then going up the kidney meridian, which is on the inside thighs. So just feel, imagine, humour me if you must, drawing in that energy from the earth. These are all ideas from ancient China. Take them or leave them. Up to you. Just rocking back and forth. And for these next moves, I want you just to keep the knees soft. Yeah, and just keep it soft. Keep everything soft. Okay. So then, first of all, just bring the arms up to the sides. And then just draw the energy down. You can bend the knees if you like here. And again, out to the sides. And then just drawing the energy down. And again, out to the sides. Drawing the energy down, bending the knees if you want to. Okay, slightly different version. So bringing the arms up. I want you to bring the first finger and the thumb together to make a triangle. So you look through the triangle. It's like you're looking through the triangle at light. And then just turning the triangle down, bringing that light to what we call the dantian, which is around 3 fingers below. You can keep rocking if you want, the navel. Then what we do is we just bring that light up and down again. And then we're going to bring the light up just above the head and then wash it down the sides. Okay, so that's the move. So let's do the same thing again. Arms out to the sides, looking through the triangle at the light, bringing that light down around 3 fingers below the belly, letting go, just washing that up, bringing it down, and then bringing the light up again and letting it wash down the sides of the body. Bringing it up, looking through that triangle, bringing the light down to the dantian, the lower dantian, washing it up slightly, and then bringing all the excess light, gathering all the excess light up and letting it wash down. Let's do it one more time. Breathing in, arms up, looking at the light, bringing that light down to the lower dantian, and then just bringing it up the body and down again, gathering any excess light, bringing that up above the head, and then letting it wash down. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one, and this is a very common mudra, I suppose, in Qi Gong, which is called the chicken beak. So basically you're going to, I'm going to do it with the left hand actually, you're going to bring all the fingers together to the thumb, and then what you're going to do is bring it to the middle of the back here, wherever is comfortable, don't overdo it. Okay, then put the left foot forward in whatever is comfortable position for you, okay? And what we're going to do is, first of all, right hand down by your side, so you're skimming the earth here. Now I'll show you the moves for this, but keep it nice and flowing, and just, you'll get used to the moves, okay? So first skim the earth, and then bring the hand out in front of you. So we're moving to the other side with the feet, however you want to do that with the feet. And then we're bringing the arm back, turning the palm over like you're trying to throw a ball, okay? So then pushing that ball out, that energy out. Then bringing the hand in front, again, moving the feet as you go. So we're going to the other side. And then allowing that right hand to come down by the waist again and skim the earth. And then the hand comes up. You're looking at the hand like a mirror, and then bringing the hand back like you're going to throw something. Keep the knees nice and soft. You don't have to look like me, as long as you've got this basic movement, moving the Qi. Hand comes up, looking at the mirror, coming round, moving the feet. Hand comes up somewhere towards the head and then pushing the energy out. Again, bringing it round, moving the feet as you go. And then the hand once again turns over, comes to the waist. Skimming the earth. Hand coming up and round. And then up somewhere near the head, pushing the energy out. And then again coming round, Coming down, turning over, skimming the earth. We'll just do a couple more of these. Do it in your own time. You don't need to do it at the same time as me. Just see if you can get in the flow. A type of meditation in a way, actually. We're paying attention, we're being mindful to our movements, we're noticing our movements, we're focusing actually on these movements. Let's just do one more. Keep the knees soft. And then come back to the center. This time change. Right hand goes behind, left hand. Big circle. Sorry, wrong way. And we're going to move around to the other side so that the right foot is in front and the left hand is just skimming the earth, and then we're going to go this way. So, as if you're looking at a mirror, and then you're coming to the other side and you're pushing the energy out. And then looking at the mirror, bringing that hand down, hand turns round, just skimming the earth. Doesn't matter if the moves are slightly different each time. Pay attention to your moves. They don't need to be precise at all. What we're trying to do here actually is we're trying to move the qi, move the energy within ourselves and around us. Do it with the breath if that's okay. And perhaps you might have noticed, I don't know if you have, but what we're actually doing here with the hand is we're making that Yin Yang symbol. That swirl between the white side and the black side of the Yin Yang symbol. That's actually the move that we're making here. Slow and even movements. And we'll do 3 more. Don't rush. Keep the knees soft. This does not need to be precise. Mindful movement. One more. And then when you've finished, in your own time, don't rush. Just go back to the center. And just to finish, bring both arms down. And then just bring the arms up again. And then you can bend the knees as you push the energy down. And then just for the last couple of minutes, we're going to do a standing Shavasana. So close your eyes, stand in whatever way is comfortable and steady. If you want to sit or lie down, that's fine. But if you want to try standing Shavasana, just close your eyes. Notice how you feel, any changes. and just allow the body to be relaxed. And in just over a minute, you're going to hear a bell that will signify our transition to the next part of our day. So please just listen, there'll be 3 chimes. Keep your eyes closed. And then after the 3rd chime of the bell, then just open your eyes. But wait until the sound has completely gone. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Do let me know your thoughts on this. If you liked it, I'm happy to do some more using these type of movements. They can be really nice to do, but let me know what you think. Next week, to let you know, I'm going to be moving the days and the times. So from Yin Yang Yoga is now going to be on Mondays at 12:30 UK time. And Yin Yoga will be on Wednesdays from 6 p.m. UK time. Now, of course, if you can't make those live, I do hope you can. But if you can't, then of course we will have the I will have the videos. I always save the videos so you can watch those either here on Facebook or on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Uchele Yoga YouTube channel. So by all means, do them later on or at another time if you can't make them live. But yes, they'll be changing to Mondays and Wednesdays. I will remind you again, but just to let you know. And that's all for today. Namaste, or as they say in Mandarin Chinese, I think that's probably the wrong gesture, but 谢谢你，再见。